Welcome to Provo, Utah, Lavelle Edwards Stadium, home to the 1984 national champion BYU Cougars, and this, one of the more intimidating venues in all of college football. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Buffaloes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So BYU's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports. And when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him. But, David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week. You can have all season. This guy is so
yeah, I know, dog.
Spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
Looking to throw on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. BYU lines up quickly.
I love the play call. First play of the game, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players the football right now and let you know about it. Awesome job.
Makes the catch. It's Sands from the 47-yard line on 1st and 10.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Makes the catch. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about
yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
Did a good job playing ball.
Appreciate that.
Got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete to the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pressure coming. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Firing to the right, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great job by the defense. Force the quarterback to make the throw. You keep him in front of you, get him on the ground. Now it's in 4th down. Now hopefully they bring in the punt unit, and you succeeded.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. That is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. The Buffaloes offense will have its first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again.
Breaks into the open. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
This guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Hand off from the shotgun. He breaks a tackle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
Well, that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Flying down the right side. At the 20. Touchdown, BYU. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And he tacked on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Pulls it in. It's Avery. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. The Buffaloes are in the hurry-up. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. Look at him. They're right.
Gets away from one. Finds some space. Touchdown, Cougars. Nice catching.
Wow.
Afterwards to get it into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can take.
Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. If you like scoring, this one's for you. Already 21-14, and now they'll try to answer. Leaves it with the back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. BYU right back to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Slithers into space. Turning it on. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. The Cougars just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give to the back. Fights off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down coming. Catch in the middle, it's Richard.
All right, nice gain on 3rd down there. No, you didn't get the 1st down. Now it's a thought process, right? Early in the game, do I want to show aggressiveness or am I going to be a little bit passive? Your decision, go for it or not.
Sure, there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. He'll ride his man on the option. Runs through the tackle. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Sprinting away. Smashes through the tackle. Just shedding tackles. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Fireworks aplenty in this first quarter, and these two teams put up some numbers as we look at the stats. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. And the Buffaloes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The Cougars want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again.
There he goes. Gets it past the marker. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Got it in the middle. It's Richard. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, baby.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
He'll do it himself. That'll That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that one.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been revving in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Give to the back. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Now improvising. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
The sure hands, it's Avery. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Makes it past the marker. At the 40, there he goes. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. And the Buffaloes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. Rustled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. And the Buffaloes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. To the air on 2nd down. He's got him in the flat. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Colorado! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. With the catch, it's Sands.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They'll run it from the gun.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. It's complete on the right side. Oh, a lot of space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buffaloes! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. He'll start this drive firing. Catch in the middle. It's Sands. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This quarterback part of their running game. Picks up the first down. Turns on the jets. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
The give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Cougars in the hurry up. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take the deep shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
To the ground with the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch on the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Thomas. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Rushes on him. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Sands. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away.
Number 12, on to kick it away.
Touchdown, Colorado! Stealing a score on special teams.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Leaves it with the running back.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside Lavelle Edwards Stadium.
BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off. What a play by this defense. He managed to
forced that one
on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And good coverage there to knock it away and and deny the score. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Gives it on the option. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. It'll be third and long. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Throws for the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful
NFL kicker.
Well, they were able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They'll run the option. Breaks into the open. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving.
Oh, you dropped the ball, bro. Come on.
That tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And here comes the punt team. And last time they punted, it went back for some. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Yeah, we hit his ass.
If we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot.
And this defense is bringing the Heat another sack.
And that is back-to-back sacks. You get down here in this part of the field, man, you want to keep going forward. You want to make sure you put yourself in a good situation. Hopefully to go for it if you need to on 4th down. But now you're putting yourself really behind the 8 ball with back-to-back sacks.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Not a chance. Missed it. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. A strike downfield. There he goes to the right. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Cougar! Once he got some room, it was over.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They're testing the right side here. Oh, he's got some space. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Right back to the well. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. To the air on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense have had some bright moments, but they've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the
open space in the middle. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a
too many
play,
drops.
you knock them out of field goal range.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got him downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on 1st down. They're going back to the ground. Plows through the defense. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide open downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Finds his man down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to multiple scores. Got it in the middle. It's Richard. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain. On 1st and goal, let's see if BYU can score here. The snap sets up to throw. Touchdown, BYU! Quick strike through the air.
These motherfuckers getting hot.
This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the run, it's Avery. Can't get him to the ground. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. Using his feet. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Makes the grab. Turning it on. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
The Buffaloes have this offense rolling. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 1st down, and still on his feet.
This is nice.
Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Gives it on the option. There he goes. Oh, he got loose. Touchdown, Cougars. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
This shit was nice.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
Splits the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. San Jose State has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Old Spartan Stadium. They're up by 4 over Tennessee. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run it from the gun.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's the pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down. And the Buffaloes look to keep this drive humming. On the option. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. 3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't...
Breaks into the open. Bust through behind his pad. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, BYU. And once he found open space, the fans might as well start playing.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They had the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The offense likely to lean on the run to milk this clock. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They're going to ride this running back. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Bringing the heat. The short hands, it's Avery. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Cougar! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job getting that touchdown. Now you got to go for 2. You got to tie this thing up, and your defense better get ready because the opponent has time to work the 2-minute situation, drive down the field. This game is far from over.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Rides to back and leaves it.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
With the catch, it's Thomas. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. From the gun, the running back has it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, that they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Avery. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Well, obviously here in the 4th quarter trailing, they're going to be throwing the ball, trying to get back in this game. Couldn't come up with it there on 2nd down. They're expecting them to throw it here on 3rd.
He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
He'll toss it. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Buffs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
BYU 60.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man downfield. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the final drive of the game comes up empty. Came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.